Could you
Well, there was nothing so very special about. However, if you need it, you can have the train
列車
composition
編成表
It's inside.
教室
I would be glad to have a
地
detailed
方
map
鉄
of the
道の
local
詳
railway
細地
district.
図
But of course, please.
待合室の壁
See you later, my
こ
good
れ
man.
かい欲しかったな。
これさん今何してるんですか？
シャーロック・ホームズのゲームをしてますよ。さっきのと同じアドレスで。待合室の壁。どれこれか
This map
ー。やったで。地図だ。オッケーオッケー。
an old this place serves as a store. This part is probably from a locomotive. There was, but it
この後10代目の出会いというか旅が始まるとき窓越しね。
わかります。あれ大好き。
あれ画像で見ても笑っちゃう。最後のドアの下出してるやつがきついですよね。もしかして。この完璧な流れ。
nothing in
それをそれとしてシーズン4の
the
ローズ
distance.
美人すぎるな。
The vehicle.
でも
シーズン4で一番好きな話は何ですか？
シーズン4で一番好きな話。
I think here is a telegraph.
結構全部面白いけど、やっぱインドが出てきてくれると嬉しい。あの辺一気に見てからシーズン4の話何があったか分かんなくなっちゃったな。見てたよ。
According to the train composition,
That's a high. Those wagons have eyes.
that is important.
Certainly not.
Was there anything?
What do you mean? Oh, but now there was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been.
That you mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station.
Of course,
Yeah, then
it's a
we're
suburban.
図書館じゃない
It
ですか。
appears that there was a small.
おー。
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago.
What?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby.
もう
See you later,
2
my
番で
good
出て
man.
くる時あれが頭をよぎるのでもう見たくない。見たいけど見てないよ。怖いよ。先にオチを言っておくっていうのやばくないですか、ドクターフ。何考えているんだ。
やり手ですよ。
The entire train has disappeared.
たち
It's a disaster.
命を刈り取ることにしてるんですよ。脚本の手が。
よし。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
The whole train disappeared.
Holmes, The whole train just disappeared. It's
Just
unbelievable.
disappear. It's unbelievable.
でもアガス・クリスティのやつもよかったな。
いいですね、アガサ・クリスティからは。
This is an
なんかあれ
absolute scandal.
なんか
It's always the same with these rail
その
companies.
ドナル
No
ドとか
respect for the
どぎ
customer.
ついの行くわよでキスして本当にどぎつかったみたいな反応するの本当ベストフレンドって感じしますね、あの二人は。なんか本当に何なんだろう、あの運命感。でもなぁ、いやでも
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
あ、これあれじゃん、わざと降ろされたやつ
Were
でしょ。
you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
あー、なるほどね。
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes, they were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
スパニッシュってスネークアイズしてる
Goodbye,
よ。
sir.
It's a scandal. Absolute outrage.
It's a scandal.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle
ム
chit-chat.
カつくな、こいつ。オーストラリアの帽子。ね、帽子見ただけでどこさんかわからない。すごいな。もう、いい、高そうな服を着てる。金の
もしも
色が。
ファイプレストンがなんか役を続けてたらドクターのシーズン2のストーリーは全部シーズン2の話はほとんどが
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah,
シーズン
well,
シーズン
all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the
でも
order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of
10
producing
代目クローズで見た
electricity.
かったな。
I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
何からそうかな。
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
特徴ある喋り方してるけど、
Mr.
どこ
Robinson,
なまり
could
な
you
のか
please
わからない。
clarify? Were you travelling alongside your
ド
prototype?
クタードナでスピンオフ出し
Yes,
て
I was. But I had to step off the
出
train.
して
And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room.
くれ
I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course,
どの
I agreed to
ど
see
の
it.
意識が残った状態で
Unfortunately, he
知識が残
wasn't
ったんだ
there.
ったら
I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a
シ
while.
ーズンの
But
なんか前
despite my
1話に1
requests,
回ぐらいビンタで
the
終わり
train
そうで
left
す
the
けど
station without me.
ビンタして
Absolutely unacceptable.
ビンタ
The
で終わりそう
timetable
な
is
話が
strict.
ビン
We
タを
cannot wait
使って
any
はいけ
longer.
ない
The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
持ってるお客さんばっ
The
かだ
ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train, except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
バルカザス社がなんか悪いでしょ、これは。チリ人は列車に残った。列車の後はない。列車があれ達成。とりあえずこれつながる。あ、2個ある。チリ人が列車に取り残されたのはただの偶然だった。そんなバカな。これだろう。
シーズン文化参加どっかの最後らへんみたいにほんと出してほしいな。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last
シャーロッ
night's
ク・ホームズ
train.
の一人称が僕として翻訳されて
I'm
る。
Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Few questions. 若い、そう、若いな。清潔な衣服。指導書。新人ってこと？入館者。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last
あ
night.
あ、人間関係どうしても頭が
This
短くなっ
train is
ちゃ
a
うな。
regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, yes. Thank you.
真面目なんだな、この人はな。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The
No.
station master's reports are confidential.
秘密もちゃんと守
Confidential,
る。
you say. How long have you been working
Confidential.
here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
いくつってこれだっけ？機長の報告は秘密です。機長の報告は秘密です。報告が秘密であること。これか。これが遅れた。あ、違う？正しい答えを選びます。
Apart from the...
I did.
What was it?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
新人であることを言えばいいの？
Let
な
me
るほど。
speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations.
うわ、やばいこと言
But I
う。
represent
何？
the law.
法を代表してい
And
る。
you are
ホー
obstructing
ム
the
ズは大口を
investigation
叩
of
く
an
な。
important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr.
いや、
Holmes.
ワトソンのことうなずいてるだけでしょ。
That is, well, I'll tell you everything.
あ、
First
屈
of
しちゃうんだ、
all,
そ
I
れに。
scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very
この
rude.
やっぱ検索
And then,
係がね、
later on, I
悪い
received
と
a
思
most
うな。
peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague.
それ
It
暗
was
号
hard
じ
to
ゃないです
understand
か？
if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
あ、見せてくれるんだ。
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェスターフィールドテストフェチ。列車番号、イチャケ、アッシ。暗号じゃないのかな、これ。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
$25,654関係ないか。
Don't touch him.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything, please.
Don't touch anything, please.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the
すごいな。
luggage room.
I'll do
入
it
場
right
規
away,
則
sir.
も
Sorry, sir.
把握してるんだ、ホームズ。
This Robinson is quite a
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to
後ろに
disappear?
急に現れないね。
railway post bags. This grip sack belongs.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what...
Of course.
はいはいはい。あ、いつものだね。なんだっけ回転。なんだ。これと、これ。で、これ。これ。これ。3段階あるよ。これだね。開いた。
Look, Watson. A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious.
何
We
これ
should study
火
them
星をつけ
carefully.
る。
An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the
なる
seller.
ほど。その書類に勝手に線を引いちゃダメだろう。
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract.
ほうほうほうほうほう。OK, OK.
Mr. Robinson is yet another exclusive sales contract.
OK?
Yet another exclusive sale. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
ほう。
Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received.
ああ、そういうことか。
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me. 多くの買い手と、違う？前金を受け取っている。で、機械の損失はロビンソン氏に災難をもたらす。不正行為を実行しようと計画はしたが、ウルリーとより損失額の方が大きかった。利権は借金の総計算。ワトさんが反復横跳びしてる。なんでだな。これだろう。
The entire
あれ？
trip.
違った？違うか。チェスターフィールドに行くのか。似たり寄ったりだな、見た目が。ゴミ箱。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
フィッシングアドバタイズメント。お、いた。もしもし。
How could you fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up.
Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
係のメモは酔っ払ってたってだけですか。何もせまねんかい。衣類は清潔。何酒瓶を携帯している駅員嫌すぎる。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here.
Ah, you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
そうなんだ。
The station master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
ポケではないよ。
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Oh, will I ever get any peace?
A telegraph.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
それはこれから調べないといけないな。ここ列車が通過したかどう
There is
か。
no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to
何
pick the
こじ開
lock.
けんの？こじ開けようぜ。ああ、これね。いつものやつ。回さなくていいんじゃない？あ、いいんじゃないこれ。開いたわ。余裕だったな。
These tools were used quite recently. Railway post bags.
Railway post bags. Railway post bags. なんだこれ
A
は。
handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
攻撃動車。
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it.
そう
We
そう
didn't
そ
see
う。
the
やっぱそうだよ
train
ね。
itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
I'm a little bit confused. 入ってないかな。こんなもんかな。
Bags were recently dragged here.
お
French wine. A remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for the station master's
なんてこ
wage.
とするん
They
だ。
were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
早くやめさせた方がいいよ、ここの口を。はい。ああ。
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easy to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
This
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
実験って言った？
I should use the appropriate object here.
動かす。ああ。歯車？ブレーキ。
I should use the
なんだ。ああ。わかった。はい。はい。これは、
I should use the appropriate object here.
こうだろう。で、ここにも車輪をつける。で、ブレーキだ。ここ。
I should use the appropriate object.
なんだ。いた？これか。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a...
あるじゃん。あるある。
I need some...
なんかな、なんか俺
I need...
もう、something wrong。これじゃない？完璧じゃん。消火器で煙出したのか。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson.
あ、エレメンタリーのアイディアは私です。
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam... Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
翻訳がところどころ間違ってるのがすごく気になるな。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
ああ、なるほど。なんだ、川の位置を見ればいいんだよね、多分。わかんないけど。
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Oh.
mines. This is interesting. The switch is rusted, but it still works. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Oh.
Here are the mines homes. They're
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way.
よくない。
A lightly... There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
線路作ったんじゃないこの先で。
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled. This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside.
Oh.
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please?
すごい
Do you
パ
have
ワ
your
ー
pistol?
回転法じゃない
Fired at this package.
あ、何撃たされるんだけど。待て。狙う。あ、違う。よし。爆弾ね。
Dynamite.
Mm. 怖い場所でも自分が操作しているのがシャーロック・ホームズだって分かってるからあんま怖くない。
シャーロック・ヒトデさん。
シャーロック・ホームズですよ。
Must be the safe. Let's open it.
お、また鍵開けだ。
これさんがホームズということは、その相棒はヒーゴラさん。
鍵開けなら任せろ。
なるほどね。
なるほどられてもな。
うん、なるほどっちゃった。なるほどる。無理やり動詞にするの好きだな。なるほどらせて。
難しいぞ、ちょっと。ここがつながってる。あ、わかんない。何これ。
今の髪型わかんないな。
あ、来た。完璧ですわ。
どうなのか思いつき。
The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
あ、ホームズが自分からマイクロフトを頼りに行ってる。バルカザスグループの代表者に、鉱山内への自由な立ち入り許可が与えられましたので、お知らせします。また、今日からカラカネ財団のいかなる代表者に対しても立ち入り禁止の規定が適用されます。予備の売買契約が取り消しになりました。上に関する説明は提供いたしません。これは秘密情報です。はあ。大丈夫これ襲われたりしない？まあ、ホームズなら倒せるんですけどね。
次はホームズ。
考えか。
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
なんかどうだこれじゃない感すごいんだよ。どうなー。やっちゃうよ。
メキシコ人対チリ人。
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me,
出
but
た。
in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
メキシコの帽子だな。何もしなくない。タバコの匂いを思い出すときの吸い好き。あ、こっちも聞こえる。これだろう。やっぱね、これでよくない？よし、来
A
た。
greenish brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. A greenish-brown... These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one...
That means that the fellow spent several days here.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the... This ashtray...
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes. News...
馬券だ。
Betting slips for horse racing.
そうそうそ
The
う。
sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information. Here it is.
おチリのバルカデスとメキシコのカルカル。両方に石炭鉱山の買収を希望。メキシコが種類を揃えたが、 チリが勝ってしまった。なるほど。そんなことないだろう。
A telegraph.
あ、テレグラフ。テレグラフはマイクロフトと連絡するためだけにあるんだ。
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth... Railway post bags. This post bag belongs to...
取るなよ、勝手に。借金。はあ。
The station master appears...
ああ。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day
My
to
name
you,
is
sir.
Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
顔、憂鬱。ボタンが1個取れてる。本当だ。指輪の後。離婚ですね。なんかこの時間か。これ。なんかあったよね、今。これだ。時計をしていない。
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon. Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot Watson, it seems that both South America...
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should...
Oh.鉱山と岸で近いね、意外と。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. The distance between the tracks is... The vehicle would have been heavy. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by... The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle. This place was an abandoned gypsy caravan. An advertisement for lake cruises.
Lake cruising なんていうのがあるんだね。あれか、アヒルで漕ぐや
Observing
つ。
the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. label with the name Las Zarpas.
メキシコ人かな。石場に向かう視線ってなんだ。あ、うん。はい、いってらっしゃい。
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Which country are you from?
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he's been here for several days.
滑られるぜ。おや。 うんうん。古い家
My search should...
お。
Here it is.
もう。もう。じゃないわ。
The entire train has disappeared.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
I will not move from here until I
Don't touch anything, please.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Railway. A telegraph.
早くなってきた。線ってこれか。
This railway branch should lead. is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
でいうか行ってみるか。
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. And may we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalist will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
なるほどね。
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
おい。おい。
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
かわいい
Yes,
それ
but
は。
not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
ほう。決断を受け入れ。はい。